My leg's gonna fall asleep. I can already tell. Alright. Marker, and let's go. Fortuitous timing as always, Celestia. Tataru is about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamine helped me to escape the Crystal Braves and Limsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship bound for Razat Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane, of all places. Luna. Oh my gosh. What happened? You okay? Luna. She tried to step on the desk and miss, and then just kind of fell. Then her face slammed into my keyboard. It's okay. Thankfully I caught her she did. And then she started walking over the other keyboard, so it did some weird stuff. It's okay, girl. Alright. I think she's okay. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Come on. Luna. Make up your mind, girl. There. Is that the spot you wanted? Is that better? Attica. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. What of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlian scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search. We should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet the scholar, if time permits. Where did... Luna closed my chat. I just realized. Thankfully I have a second one. Let me reopen that. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty wild. All of the characters that we got to know for the entire base game pretty much disappeared. It's Alphino was not... he was around, but it was not like he was our main companion at all. But yeah, Thancred, Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, all gone. Y'shtola was gone for 90% of it. She really only came in at the end. It is wild that they did that. Such an interesting decision. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Amric has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Celestia, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. Mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? Mm-hmm. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. Mm-hmm. Where am I going? Tataru, yeah, I want to play MSQ as Tataru. I feel like her adventures are just as exciting as ours. I guess a lot of it is sitting in a bar talking to people, but I bet you hear some wild stories. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, miss. Yeah, she also makes great clothes. It is very true.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Forgot there were voice cutscenes.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
My bad.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
But I got to fly a dragon!
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup,
Unrest
it will
is
not be
not
long before
done.
some turn to violence.
It has already begun.
Poor Ishgard.
And that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom.
1,000 years of war,
Hilda and her
finally
people
get
have formed
peace.
a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
Only for, like, a civil war
For all our
to
talk of
be
peace, the
brewing.
people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Interesting. Making peace with the dragons. Uh-huh.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Guess we're going on another adventure. This time with Lucia. Need to brush you. You're shitting a lot.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens.
Wow. Oh yeah. Oh, might get to see
Yet while we
Estonian.
dared to hope, deep within his lair, the enemy
What's left
lay,
of him?
gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Whew. Oh man, Nidhogg's back! And now he's got 2 eyes. Well, both of his own eyes. The journey, at least, should pose little difficulty this time. But yeah, unfortunately, could not ask Estonian. It's very much a challenge right now. I'm sure we'll get to that, but got other things to take care of first. I know little of the lands these dragons called home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would see a far more daunting prospect. I confess I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Celestia and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let's go and bid farewell to Tataru, Celestia. It's nice that her bar is right next door to the Knight's headquarters. Thought you might want to tell her. Or would you rather I did all the talking? So, what was your secret meeting about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidolf and Yer happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything. But the scholar just happens to be... time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Then let's be off, Celestia. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. You're ready then? Good. So am I. Alphino is ready to escort Lucia to Annex Shrine. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the western highlands and make for Tailfeather and the Dravanian forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Away we go! I always forget where the stables are. Oh wait. Oh, we're just meeting them in Tailfeather. Never mind. Or no, that's the airship landing I always forget. Maybe that's why I get confused. I forgot that the Chocobo stables and the airship landing are two different places. I bet that's why I can never figure it out. Strange. This is only my third visit to Tailfeather. Yet the first feels as though it were a lifetime ago. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. But here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysayle to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them. And for a long time after that, here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet, she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. While that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alfino. Yet, who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine. If you will follow me. Why'd they walk off that way? They went the wrong way. Ah, it's so nice to be able to fly. Can see the land like brand new. There's the Nath Nest. Where's the entrance to this thing? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well, we're going in the side door. Yeah. Also, since you were speaking of clothes, have you finished the clothes you were working on? The gift thing? Or was it already done? I kind of forget. Oh, that's exciting! Do you have another project that you're working on? That was so cute. I love the picture. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysayle. But this one I do not know. Ooh, paint by numbers. That's different. That sounds fun. I feel like I would enjoy those. I feel like that would be a very, relaxing, therapeutic, chill thing to do. I thought about setting up, an art station, which... Maybe if I get a bigger desk, which I've been thinking... Because I don't know where I'm going to put a PS5. I've been thinking about that. I have no room left in my setup. I'm already using, an extra table. So if I get a bigger desk, I was thinking maybe using the current one I have as like an art desk. And I could start doing some art stuff. That could be fun. But yeah, that's... Is the, what's the word? Like the painting... Anything exciting? I've seen ones that are like anime, and I really want to get one of those. Are they usually books or like individual things? Because I don't remember. I feel like I've seen both. Although maybe that's more just color by numbers that are the books. Okay. Yeah, I guess the painting ones probably have to be more like a canvas. Paintings don't really work in book forms. I guess you could buy like a set of them, but they'd have to all be canvases. I also have seen like the bead things. I don't know what that's called, but I kind of wanted to do those where you get like a bunch of different colored beads and then you just take the numbered bead and like put it in each spot. Those are kind of cool. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidoffinir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidoffinir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Amric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth. The King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskar, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth. A truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Ysael once did. And we must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidoffinir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people, in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, Knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before. And I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, Knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon. My humblest thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. Dragon time is weird. You have to really adjust your thinking. She took that in stride, though. My reaction would have also been yours. She was just like, okay, sounds good. Talk to you in 60 years, I guess. To face such a creature in battle is one thing. To converse with it, quite another. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no need of further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlian. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. And I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. Luna, come on, girl. You're being so indecisive right now. There you go, baby. As uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alfino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Breaking the cycle. Luna, can you pick somewhere and just lay down, please? I don't know what you want right now. Oh, is that Cryle? So, it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. Shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. Can only assume she's privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with your Stola in Idleshire. Another time, another place. Another conspicuously uneventful journey. It would seem we are destined not to be late. Ah, Celestia, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in NX Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidoffinir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Amric's proposal with Resvelgar, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has. When I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Right, that's never a good sign, especially this early in a game. Never say things are going well. It seems we are early. Shall we wait? La 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 la. Ba ba ba. Do. Anybody want to play a game? I'm gonna move the chat.
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Cryle, who is this? We've never seen this person before.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
Definitely never seen her before.
Pray, allow me to introduce Cryle, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Oh. Everyone always treats Alphino like a kid.
Miss
Poor
Croyle and I
guy.
met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
I feel like he knows everyone.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies.
Wow.
Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Cryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Cryle is a troublemaker.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more
I like
fitting
Cryle.
occasion when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Dang. She's savage. Feel like
Right,
we need
on to
someone
more
like her
pressing
on the
matters.
Scions.
Finding Minfilia and the other missing Scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
Like,
A new
more
approach,
base than
actually.
Ystrola somehow.
Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Do we get to go see Matoya again?
Then let us all call on her forthwith.
Yes.
I think it best you explain your plan to her in person.
More Matoya. I like this crew. Get Ystrola, we get Cryo, we get Matoya. And everyone just picks on Alphino all the time. Poor kid. Alright. Fly through the deserted city. Luna, you do not seem like you're resting in a comfortable place. You sure you're okay? Bye. I'm not sure what you want. Would you like not eat your dinner? It's still really early for you to be begging for food. She was less than flattering about my technique when last we met, but this time I've come prepared. Let her belittle my obsidian carbuncle if she dares. Do not tell her I said that. Oh, poor Alfie. Crystal Eye is one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much he will grant us leave to lay hands upon it, unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Oh, Cryo. If only you knew. I've heard many stories of Master Matoya. Some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Matoya! We're back. Oh, I love this theme. Matoya's theme is so good.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive
Mark.
us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
This just makes me so happy.
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
What?
Well, yes, of course I do.
What?
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
There's not a lot of people at the Echo.
Yes,
Makes sense
yes,
they would
that's all well and good,
get to know
but
each
you
other,
still haven't
form
told
a
me why
bond.
you're here.
The students
Poor
of
Matoya.
Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Wait here.
Oh. You can help, Matoya. We want to benefit from your experience.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Surprise!
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
Hey!
But as
We
her
found one of
strength
those.
wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
Huh.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
That's fair.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Wait, don't we need to take it with us?
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Oh, I guess not. Wait, why would she not have let it?
Then
Okay.
let us begin.
I guess it is dangerous. I thought we were gonna take it with us. That's why she wasn't gonna let us use it, but okay.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
You think? So we might be in the mountain?
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Wait, we've just been like walking around him this entire time? Okay. Unless he's still like in the ethereal sea? She said deposited. I assume that means actually given form. Bye, Matoya. Oh, nope, just kidding. That's the way back in. Hi, Matoya. Bye. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, didn't even need to go out. Could have just teleported. Well, so Cryo has the Echo. That's interesting. So, is that 3 characters that we know that have the Echo? Us, Minfilia, and Cryo? I think those are the only 3. Oh, Yaseo, yeah. I guess, yeah. I completely forgot she had it. It was not intentional. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this was not something that I think you really are supposed to pick up on, but I noticed when we were going through the story, when we're flying away from Garuda in A Realm Reborn, and Minfilia's on her Link Pearl with someone, it's with Kryl, because she actually says her name. So that was just a fun little Easter egg, is that she was actually talking to Kryl, and she said her name a couple other times when talking about the students of Baldessian and trying to find them. So we actually get to put a face to the name. We had forests like these on the Isle of Val. My grandfather and I used to go for walks together when I could prize him away from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he has done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, raising me as his own, and giving me a name. You didn't think my parents named me Kryl Baldessian, did you? Thancred may be a capable warrior, but he was wounded when last I saw him. Many beasts were nearby when he emerged from the life stream. He would have been hard-pressed to repel them. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory. Skill I acquired some years ago, for reasons I no longer remember. I don't understand. Yeah, it turns out Alphina is actually a good artist. I want more meme sketches. The meme sketch total in Heaven's Word is not high enough. I agree. I propose we split into 2 pairs. Stola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Celestia and Kryal question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothas Bath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Bye. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Oh my gosh, Kryal just knows everything. There's the punchline. Okay. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Oh, little Alphino trying to impress the kids in his class with drawing. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. Surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alphino may have mistaken his life's calling. Nope, ain't seen him around. Sorry. What's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Hyeran vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself. And with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? That's him! He's here! That could only be Thancred. Hyeran men. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Bird. Bird. You're in the way. Just like the cats. Oh no. Did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face. But it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall. Along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe. That doesn't really sound like him. Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Wow, forgot how pretty this mountain is. It's a very clear night. We were to meet here, were we not? Do-do-do. Gosh, Luna. This cat still has not laid down. It's going crazy. My apologies for our late arrival. I thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyaran hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So, you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we may yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement. It seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Alfredo! No! Oh no. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. Oh my gosh. Honestly, could have been a lot worse. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Cryo. Quite right. This kid is like in over his head. Oh no, I can't believe he said that. Honestly, that boy. Some things never change. Scared to talk to Y'shtola? Given that Alphino seems to recall the details of my return so vividly, I would rather he did not draw me from memory, talented or not. Right, Cryo just has like the definitive book of embarrassing Alphino stories. I hope she writes a biography of him someday. I would buy that book in an instant. She's just always seems to be around when he embarrasses himself. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lost Earth's Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Alphino, surrounded by all these women, keeps putting his foot in his mouth. Ooh. Lost Earth's Vath. Cast out from the main colony, a minority of Nath, known as the Non-Mind, built Lost Earth's Vath as a sanctuary for other exiles. The word Vath is a derogatory in the Nathith tongue, referring to those who can no longer link their thoughts to the Overmind. Possessed of individual personalities unlike their one-mind brothers, the Vath learned to live with each other's differing thoughts in the makeshift colony. Click, click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lost Earth's Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he's not prey, but a friend, long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Voth as well. One with whom we have traded many times. Truly. And you're quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Salmal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lasat Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravanya is returned. He's back. Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before. What could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Click. The legs are a little unsettling. But yeah. We're not done with the Nath. Are we gonna have to fight for Vanya again? No. Dude. Why is it every primal can't just stay defeated? Just once. Defeat them and then be like, you know what? That's enough. We learned our lesson. Do. Thancred!
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
You think? Let's go! That's not Thancred. It's this guy! Dang. Wait, they killed a primal? Wait. It's the guy from the moon. Wait, are they friendly? I don't like this. Wait. He was doing the same thing! Does he must have the echo. I guess they were fighting a Primos. Maybe they all have the echo? What is happening?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Asians forever!
Wait, aren't you working for them now?
Heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Asian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
Oh, well. What was that pose? They killed an Asian?
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
And you are? Oh yeah, they must all have the echo. They all What?
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Okay.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
Does not seem very friendly.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Oh no. Watch out! Nice job, Yastola! Oh! Oh! Alfie! Cryo! No! Need to do something! Thancred! Thancred's back! Yay! Great timing! Does look older. Definitely a little scruffy at least. There's so much happening right now. What is going on?
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Why were they fighting the Asians? I'm so confused. They are the warriors of darkness! Oh my gosh!
Warriors of darkness? Really?
Really? Thancred's back! Oh, he's okay. You did totally call that.
Are you all right?
You're really good at predicting stuff. Yeah,
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
I'm so confused. So they're fighting the Asians, but they're working with the Asians. Or they're working with Elidibus, at least. Maybe Elidibus does actually have a different objective from the other Asians. Because he was talking to Elidibus on the moon. But they're the Warriors of Darkness. Interesting. What does it all mean? Guess we just keep moving forward. But they also are fighting against the primals, because they just killed a primal. But then they tried to kill us, too. I'm so lost. The vision caught me unawares. I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud. So unbearably loud. Yeah, hearing other people's thoughts would be kind of scary. Or feeling their thoughts? Whatever you... Do you need to sit down? I have water if it will help. You should be safe here. Our pursuers are not like to stray so far from the colony. Thancred! It's a pretty fancy outfit for getting by what you can find in the middle of the forest.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our party? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
It's kind of fair.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Oh.
Thancred.
Oh. We're getting everyone back together.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Aww.
And whence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Yeah, guess we're not the only primal slayers around anymore.
The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
Can't believe they're called the Warriors of Darkness. Can I change my name?
If only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
I don't want to be the Warrior of Light anymore.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
How are so many people getting the Echo all of a sudden? We're not as special anymore. Oh no. What is the Echo? How did we get it? How did they get it? What are the answers? Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Like, Thancred's priorities were get a weapon, find meat, get cool clothes. All alone out in the wilderness. Branded as like a heretic rebel. Those are your 3 priorities. They have to be befitting of a man of... whatever he said, I don't even remember. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like. Nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Celestia. Ah, the memories. Seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of paternally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There's far too much we do not know. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. I mean, if they're working with the Asians, who knows what they're capable of? Like, if they can come from the moon, they could have come from another country, another planet even? Like, we don't know what's out there. I don't know. So, unsure. I have no idea what's going on. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravanya is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait. Minfilia's missing. I thought she escaped with Celestia. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Away we go. Oh, that's nice. Teleported right in front of it. Can't really take credit for it this time. I guess as long as the primal's gone, that's what matters. Where's the door? There we go. Vidofnir. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. Thou seekest the night. Know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravanya, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another. Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. I don't know. Hey. Okay. Anna girl. You hungry, kitty? Oh no. Can't step on that. You're gonna mess stuff up, baby. Sorry. Alright. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emmerich's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. We're all being friends. No. It is happening, Ysayle. Would that you were here to see it. Meanwhile, in Ishgard.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
What is happening?
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Emmerich! Oh no!
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
What?
Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Yeah, it was Edmond and his son. His oldest son. Wait, what? No! That was so random! Why? What? What is going on? Why is all this happening? Oh, they're not here. Why am I in here? I don't need to be in here. I thought this was where the quest was. What is going on? I'm so confused. Dude, there's way too much happening. My brain can't handle all this. No. Right. Let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You've given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. Twould seem there's no end to our troubles. Can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allocated tasks, and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time we will find Ida and Papalymo, and Minfili as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishment, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough. You may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. I don't know. We're about to find out, I'm guessing. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. He was still alive when the cutscene ended, for whatever that's worth. Oh good. You're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. You've returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. Pleases me to inform you that Vidoffinir has accepted Sir Amric's invitation. She has. These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye. Sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Chiogins tell me he will make a full recovery. Okay. That's good. Oh. I thought he died. Okay. That was still kind of crazy. The Chiogins tell me he will make a full recovery. But had Lord Edmond and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Yeah, I don't know how much armor he actually has, but yeah, if he was in his armor and just got stabbed through it, that's kind of crazy. I guess armor has like gaps and stuff. Could have to be like really precise though. That did not seem like a master assassin, that just seemed like somebody with a knife. Just like walked up and stabbed him though. That was crazy. It's still not dinner time, girl. I'm sorry. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been doused in the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the broom. This cat is a handful tonight. Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Till they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Alright, he's alive. How are you feeling? Should we wrap up soon? Do you want to go a bit longer? How far even are we? Alright, sounds good. Then yeah, we'll wrap up there. I'm gonna real quick look and see. So we're probably most of the... What quest are we on? Against the dying of the light. Is that the one we're starting or the one we just ended? Started, okay. Alright, well, we almost finished 3.1, honestly. We are 2 quests away out of 10, so we got 8 done. So that's pretty good if we're doing one patch per night.